If you're looking for a new monitor that's good for productivity, content creating, gaming, and more, then look no further than the Acer CB382CUR, an ultra-wide QHD plus monitor with a KVM switch embedded into it that allows you to have the best of work and play all in one. Let's go ahead and get into it.
This wasn't written with your comfort in mind. Nah. Made my decision, wasn't tough to decide. Nah. Me and my boys, we get it done every time. Gotta earn it, you can't just jump in the line. You'll get rushed to the side. I top my division, I've been building since I started. In the parking lot, I parked it. I came in while picking targets. My career cannot be tarnished. I'm a champion regardless. Celebrate, but this a different kind of lucha party. We are not alike.
Hello everyone, before we kick off this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Acer for sending over this monitor for review. And I just wanted to give you guys like a heads up because I've been using this monitor for about a month now, and I put it through its paces. I've done everything from playing Final Fantasy VII Remake on it on PC to God of War PC, and as well as video editing and various content creating that I do here in this channel, from podcasting and the like. And it's been a amazing monitor to use. Like just the way this monitor is so vivid. Like when I'm editing, one of the things, like when you do video and photo editing, you're really very conscious about, is the color reproduction accurate? Is there enough nits on the monitor to really give you that true to life feel? And this one does. It has all of that and more. So in this video, we're going to be doing a review of this monitor. I'm going to show you my usages and more. So if you want to pick one of these up, I have a link down in the description below. And if you haven't already, make sure you like the video, share it with someone you think would enjoy it, and sub to the channel if you haven't already. And if you enjoy the work that we do have Patreon on patreon.com/Kasanova, as well as channel memberships and more. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review. The Acer CB382CUR monitor is a monitor that's aimed at people like me and people like you, people who are consumers as well as those that are professionals, creative types, and the like, because let's be honest, we're all creators. Now, this monitor is incredible for a couple reasons, and one of the main reasons this monitor is so amazing is it has a 37.5-inch QHD screen. It's got a super fast response time of 1 millisecond and also has HDR10 support. Now, let's talk further about this monitor. So with it being a QHD plus, if you're not familiar with that, that means that it's a 3820 by 1600 aspect ratio, and it allows it to have incredibly sharp images and brilliant colors just because of, how brilliantly bright this is and how much screen real estate you have. Now, it does have a 2300R curvature with wide 178-degree viewing angles, which support multitasking. And, if you're utilizing video editing or photo editing, or if you're doing audio engineering or CAD, then you're going to do a lot less scrolling and you're just going to have a lot more real estate to work with. Again, I like using real estate because it's, when I say that, I'm saying it just because, hey, it's very impactful. Now, continuing on with the monitor, you have a lot of comfortable viewing angles that, because of the way this monitor is built, it has a non-glare screen, it has swivels, tilts, height adjustments, and you also have blue light adjustable settings that help reduce eye fatigue, because it's very, very important. Now, going back to the smoothness of the screen, it does utilize AMD FreeSync to have that 1 millisecond VRB or visual response boost. Now, also with that vibrancy of this screen and with it being so beautiful, and again, real estate, it has a 95% DCI-P3 coverage with low delta E1 color accuracy and HDR10 support. Now, speakers on this are really good too, because it's got two 7-watt speakers for a real, if you really want to amp it up, total of dynamic 14-watt audio, which, like, you're listening to music, you're watching movies, you're playing video games, you're going to hear every little detail without any type of compression that most monitors give you. Now, when it comes to ports, this has plenty of ports on it. It's got two HDMI 2.0s, one DisplayPort 1.2, one USB 3.1 Type-C. So if you want to utilize that for, data transfer, or if you want to utilize that as a video out for your computer or your console, you could definitely utilize that as well. And it also has 4 USB 3.0 ports. So you're very much, you're well connected with this monitor. Now, this monitor has something I wish more monitors actually would take advantage of and incorporate, and that's the fact that it has a built-in KVM switch. Now, basically, that allows you to utilize multiple PCs without having to change your monitor, your keyboard, your mouse setup. Like, think of it like this. So I have a gaming laptop as well as a gaming desktop, and if I wanted to plug them both into this monitor, I would not have to worry about switching out my entire setup of my mouse, my keyboard, my controller, my cameras. It's just, with the KVM switch, it's going to allow me to just switch over and utilize that on my other setup. So that's something that I really, really am grateful that it's built into this monitor. Now, when it comes to the ergonomics of this monitor, because it has the ergo stand, that offers kind of like a -5 to 35 degree tilt, as well as 360 degree swivel and up to 150 millimeter height adjustment, and that goes a long way, especially when you incorporate that non-glare panel. It just makes this comfortable to look at no matter if you're sitting directly up on it or if you're standing up or you're looking at it from a side. Either way, it really goes a long way towards making this one of the most comfortable monitors to ever look at. And with Acer flickerless technology, it gets rid of the screen flicker that you're so used to with most monitors through a stable power supply, as well as the ability to adjust, again, the blue light emissions and the brightness, because all that goes into eye fatigue and eye strain. And having features built into this, man, I love it.
Now that we've covered all the technical aspects of what this monitor has, its different inputs and the like, I really want to talk about what I like using this for. Like, I do a lot of things. Like, if you've seen my setup, I use multiple monitors. Like, I have a triple monitor set up at this station, I've got a dual monitor set up at the other, and a single ultra-wide monitor set up at my second office. And honestly, for content creating, for making YouTube videos, making TikTok videos, also for doing live streams and for video and photo editing, as well as, productivity. I do a lot of spreadsheets and such because, content creators have to create, we got to track our expenses, and just so much that I do at my desk, and just having this monitor here has just made that such a godsend. It truly is something that, if I were to really look at replacing any of my monitors, I would definitely get rid of my triple monitor setup that I have here and switch over to having a dual monitor and having another ultra wide, like having that as the second ultra wide on this station, which effectively would make me not need a 32-inch monitor here, a 27-inch 4K monitor here, and then my ultra wide 49-inch here. I could just have my 49-inch and this Acer monitor here, and that would be perfectly fine. Like, it literally, it just does so much that I'm just really amazed with. So yeah, when it comes to gaming, now I know that this isn't initially marketed as a gaming monitor for several reasons. Just because it doesn't utilize higher than a 75 hertz refresh rate, and it's okay that it doesn't do that. But for gaming, if you're wondering, is it still good for gaming? Yes, it is, because you can boost up to that highest refresh rate that it has. And if you're using an AMD system, you can utilize the AMD FreeSync and get that smoothness without all the stuttering and jitters and all that jazz. I really, honestly, I've had a blast playing Final Fantasy VII Remake and God of War on PC, as well as many other games like Rainbow Six Extraction and so much more. And they just look perfect on this. And then when I'm done playing, I can get back to editing, or I can go back to doing productivity work or writing scripts or, reviews and such. It's just, the versatility of this monitor is something that it's like a Swiss Army knife. whatever you need, it's got, and it's really cool. And then talking about the KVM switch, because a lot of people may not be familiar with KVM switches or the importance of that. But if you're using a dual setup, or you have one computer for work, one for, productivity or for content creating or for fun or gaming, the fact that this got an auto KVM switch built into it so that you can switch between them without needing to change out your keyboard and mouse and all that stuff is just such a godsend. Like I'm blown away that it has that feature baked into it, because honestly, with a lot of us that are doing work from home, a lot of us do have dual PC setups, or, a desktop and a laptop, and one or the other is going to be for work and one's going to be for, our personal usage, and not needing to manually disconnect everything from one to connect to the other, and just having the monitor just do the switch for me. I'm just saying, like, that's just, I love it. I do. So, do I recommend this monitor? I think at this point, if you got into this point in the video, yeah, I'm pretty much recommending this monitor. It's got so much in it that I think a lot of people would benefit from using. And, for the price and for the functionality, I think it's really, really good. But that's my opinion. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And if you want to take the conversation further, we do have Discord as well as Guild with links for everything in the description below. Again, mahalo and shout out to Acer for providing the monitor for this review. And if you want to pick it up, I have a link for it down below. And if you want to support the content that we do, we got Patreon on patreon.com/MikhailKasanova, as well as channel memberships and more. So if you haven't already, make sure you like the video, share it with someone you think would enjoy it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And all that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. And make sure you have an aloha rest of your day. Mahalo for making it to the end of the video, and if you found anything of importance or substance that you gained from watching this, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel and ding the notification bell. That way you stay up to date on all the content that you get from my channel, from podcasts, streams, reviews, impressions, reactions, and so much more. If you want to support what we do have channel memberships, we've got Patreon, we've got Subscribe Star, as well as coffee, which I would love to be drinking some coffee right now, which I am. That's some good coffee. But anyway, we got all of that, and we also have merch on Teespring and TeePublic, so make sure you go check that out. And all that being said, I just hope to see you in the next video that I put out. So hey, see you around.